control chaos and when it's not mine. Now, Mr. Silk Press rolled up on Chad Cable and popped him and had him laid out in the backstage area.
For the record, I ain't even plead the fifth.
Child Kitten Hill was gaslighting the audience. The audience is gaslighting Kitten Hill. Is a gaslighting type situation. But let's be clear on something. The whole acknowledge Kitten Hill situation, nah, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. And it irks my spirit. It just, something about it just don't sit right. I guess when we say leave Jay Uso out of it, y'all be like, nah, we're gonna throw him into the thick of it. Okay, he can handle it. He tough. He can do it. This life coach in the game told Strawberry Shortcake, you was never gonna win, you never gonna be champion. And it's just like, ooh, I hope you tearing them down and build them back up. Okay. But I would also like to see them thump and stomp down to somebody's arena real soon. Okay. And I don't want it to be just like a one-time thing. I want this to be a continuous thing. I need it. I want it. It has to happen. Now, Becky girl, you know I like you, but you made it personal with Lyra first when you rolled up on her fiance like he was in a training bra. You said you were the only reason she was getting married, tried to break her nose, tried to take her eye, and tried to break her arm. It's been real personal for a minute, and the moment she told you that the only thing talented about your relationship is your husband, I understand why you wanted to fight. But the girls are having one last match down to the Money in the Bank, and if Lyra wins, Becky can't go after the Intercontinental Championship no more. But if Becky wins, Lyra has to raise her hand to the sky and look her in the eye and say, you the best to ever do it. Baby, this is going to be messy as hell. But I'm going to enjoy it because they put on a great show at Backlash. And I know they're going to do their big one at Money in the Bank. Again, we're not braiding the middle of his head. Got it. I see about 7 braids we can get out of it, right? 7 braids you can get out of that middle piece. It's a fashion statement. It's paying tribute. I understand that, but come on, just break the middle. Now the Creeds, I could have told y'all not to trust the old new old day, or whatever they going by, because look how they did Big E and Meechin's sister talking crazy to them online. They had y'all do all the heavy lifting and the dirty work. You know, they got the mix just a little bit, but y'all did all the heavy lifting for Xavier to go ahead and roll you up and steal it, and had Chad Gable with his forehead looking the way it looked, talking crazy to y'all. Ooh. That's embarrassing as hell. He came out with the cuntiest walk ever, okay? He did his big one. He came out, it was him, Dragon Lee, and Chad Gable. And they was thumping and stomping down to that qualifying match. They were. But unfortunately, Chad Gable had picked a fight with his opponent down there to the Worlds Collide. He popped that man a couple times and knocked somebody's beer out their hand, while Dragon Lee almost decapitated himself and Penta when going over the announce table. It was a good time had by all, but Chad set himself for, failure, because you decided to put hands on that man in the front row, and that man had to go ahead and kick you one good time to let you know, stop playing with me, bitch. Don't play with me. I see a Worlds Collide. Don't do that. Roxanne's giving out chicken nuggets. Liv is back, and Raquel's been keeping her up to date about all that's going on. And baby, this is messy as hell, but Finn's plan is being enacted, and I can see it. I feel it in my spirit that this is gonna be messy. Penta won his qualifying match. We are so happy. I am. I think he's going to do wonders. I don't know who I'm supposed to root for yet, but it's gonna be a good time. Sethiana, Kitten Hill. I call you Kitten Hill. The rest of the people call you Sethiana. Kitten Hill, you out here doing and acting the same as how OTC was acting. It's giving hypocritical. It's giving y'all are two sides of the same coin. It's giving you know better than him. And the whole acknowledge you thing, I'm telling you now, it's not going to happen, okay? I don't care if you look like my favorite 2000s video vixen. It's not going to happen, okay? Then we had Tozawa and Rusev. It was a really short match because, Tozawa was trying to fight back, but Tozawa Small versus a big body by Chevy, it was never going to work out, even though I was really rooting for Tozawa. Now, Rusev wanted to beat the hell out of Tozawa and really break his back, but Red Velvet came out there real dressed down on some jeans and a little jacket and walked up on him like, what you want to do? Took the jacket off. He was like, what you want to do? And, Red Velvet said, listen, he don't do the bully, so he had to come out there and help Tozawa. This is the first time I've seen him dressed down, and I, for one, would like to put in a formal request to get back the 2009 Common the rapper, red carpet look. Okay, it y'all know what I'm talking about. Can we bring that back? But shout out to Red Velvet coming to save Tazawa, because we don't do police around here. No, we don't. But they gonna put on lots of bangers because this is history. I'm going to enjoy it all. I love chaos so much. Control chaos, and when it's not mine. Now, Mr. Silk Press rolled up on Chad Cable and popped him and had him laid out in the backstage area and basically told him, let's be clear on something. If you ever get in my motherfucking business again, I'm going to bury you about 50 feet under the house that AJ Styles built. You and your cosplaying alter ego. Stop playing with him. And I was like, I believe him, okay? I believe Uncle Allen that he will do that, okay? Him and his Silk Press. And if you make him mess up his Easter head, he might dog walk you just a little bit. By the time they figure out what Finn is doing and how he set all this up, the Judgment Day, as we know it, will be over. Roxanne is there to drive a wedge between Raquel and Liv and fake ass Tom Selleck. Fake ass Tom Selleck is very easy. He can get got. He's a real cheap date for some chicken nuggets or some chicken tenders without no sauce. Very cheap, very low vibrational, it's above me now. If he get got, he get got. If he gets stolen, he can get stolen. Now, when it comes to Liv and Raquel, they got into a small little thing because Roxanne came out there in that match that Liv had with Kyrie. This is Liv's returning match. She pushes Kyrie off the top turnbuckle, causes a distraction, and it should lead to Liv winning this match. No, because Raquel ends up distracting Liv by yelling at Roxanne, and Kyrie rolls Liv up for the 1, 2, 3, and now Liv is like, Raquel, you as the veteran, you should know better. You should know better. And it's just like, Finn is going to be laughing and laughing and laughing, and I can't be upset about it. Because y'all aren't paying attention to the signs. They were there. Mommy on top is not just a saying. It's a lifestyle, okay? You got to live it. You got to own it. You got to be it. And that is what Rhea is. And she said the girls aren't ready for the brutality that she's about to bring to this Money in the Bank ladder match, okay? It's Mommy in the Bank. And you know what? I support it. Based off all the girls who are about to be in this match, I'm hoping Naomi takes that one of the last spots. So I'm rooting for either Rhea or Naomi. But y'all know I love Big Mama over here. Kitten Hill and the 10 for Life crew to stay ready so they don't have to get ready. Y'all are out here collecting, enemies like Pokemon cards. The people want to get at y'all. There's never going to be a time and a space during this current moment where them people don't get y'all and ain't gonna be on y'all asses, okay? I want y'all to know that. Thinking logically, there is never going to be a time where they leave y'all alone. So when Larry's daddy came out and hit the go to sleep on Kitten Hill in his 2000s Video Vixen outfit he had on in the ring after he won his qualifying match with the help of Bronson Reed and that dog who bite, y'all should have known there was going to be some BS right there. And since they keep mentioning the heist of the century where Kitten Hill cashed in on OTC in front of his entire family, I'm feeling that OTC is coming back to put a stop to whatever Kitten Hill got cooking. Because guess what? You cannot be great when you out here collecting enemies like a stamp collection. You can't. I need 2 to 5 business days to get over the fact that my Strawberry Shortcake and my Demon King didn't win their qualifying match. I am very upset. I would have took either or, but child, I guess we're telling the story. So give me a moment. We end this off like this. I want y'all to stop playing with Jay Uso. Jay came out and it's like, everybody on my ass. I put it into the Invisible Man. It's whatever y'all want it to be. It's up and it's stuck. Basically in so many words, right? And Gunther came out and he was like, congratulations on your 15th, year anniversary. Also, congratulations on beating the Invisible Man. You did that, having a successful title defense and everything. But June 9th, I'm going to beat the hell out of you and make you tap out. Because you don't deserve it. You don't belong in this spot. You don't do this and you don't do that. So it's that constant, you don't belong here. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve that. And Jay basically said in so many words, stop playing with me. I'm going to beat your ass and I'm going to tap you out. And everybody who keeps playing in my face about this championship, know this. It ain't going to happen. You're not taking it up off of me. And I will beat any hoe down who tries it. And y'all still not paying attention to what he's wearing. I believe him. I believe that World Heavyweight Championship ain't coming up off of him anytime soon. And y'all don't believe the man. And y'all not paying attention. That's what y'all get. Not paying attention to the signs.